Well, there have been some revealing documents released in the class action case against ANZ Bank. Our Consumer Affairs reporter Amy Bainbridge has been pursuing the story and she is with us in the studio. You spent a bit of time yesterday perusing these documents. What did you discover, Amy?
Well, these documents come from the class action that's been taken on behalf of 38,000 ANZ Bank customers by Maurice Blackburn. It's being funded by the litigation firm IMF. It was in the federal court last week. The case started, and during the course of events, Maurice Blackburn produced what's called a tender bundle of documents, which were internal memos, policy documents and email communications between quite senior staff at the ANZ. The media didn't have access to those documents until yesterday. We weren't able to make copies of those documents either, but we sat in court yesterday, or I sat in court yesterday and made manual copies, I guess, if you like, on my computer. And what they do is, I guess, paint the picture of the attitudes towards charging fees. And what Maurice Blackburn has done with these documents has argued that the fees were used to make profits and they weren't fairly charged to consumers as the actual cost of doing business.
And more importantly, that what you're saying is that ANZ was very aware that they were exposing themselves by treating the fees in this way.
Well, what it does, the documents track the legislative changes at the time. Family First Senator Stephen Fielding, there's parts of his submissions to Parliament about this issue, saying that he was very concerned that customers are being unfairly charged fees and there must be legislative change to make things more fair. And ANZ knew that they needed to adjust their fee structure, and there's constant reference to the profit that they receive from these fees. And I guess then it supports Maurice Blackburn's argument that they were penalties and they were used as profits. They weren't actually recovering the true cost of doing business if someone failed to pay their account on time.
So is Maurice Blackburn hoping these are something of a smoking gun in their case?
Oh, look, I think so. They've been quite, I guess, coy throughout the course of this case, not wanting to overblow things, but they have said from the start they are very, very confident in this case. Hearings have finished. We're now awaiting a decision from Justice Michelle Gordon, so she'll probably just deliver her decision in the new year. But depending on the result, of course, if it is in favour of Maurice Blackburn and the 38,000 claimants that have joined this class action, it then has broader implications for a total of 8 banks and 170,000 customers. Then also implications for other industries as well that supply, say, utilities or gym contracts. What happens if a consumer defaults on their contract? What penalty can you charge them? That's going to be the big issue that comes out of this case if Maurice Blackburn is successful.
OK, well, good to see you and thank you very much for that update.
Thanks.
Amy Bainbridge there. Now to the